And we are back as we enter into the second half of tonight's episode, tonight's session. We've just had the entry of Merc into the game. Welcome. And we begin now with the scene panning down to Finri being taken into comfortable but simple bedroom downstairs with two Yuan-Ti who look like they're ready to take you up on your offer.
Before we go into the bedroom, is the bedroom one with a lock on it? Or...
Absolutely.
I'll just be like to one of them. I'll like stroke him on his scaly face, and I'm like, "Just wait, give me one moment." And I'll lead the other one into the bedroom.
Okay. The one you touch on the face looks a little bit, completely blushes straight away.
For a cold-blooded reptile.
For a cold-blooded reptile, which makes it look really weird. It's the way a snake would blush. Whatever. Read it what you will. As you lead the other one into the room. Do you close the door?
I will.
Okay. The other one that follows you is like, ha ha ha, here we go.
I don't know how kinky you get, but lay down on the bed.
Just give me one more persuasion check.
Come on. Hey, Chad, this is what the channel points are for. 12?
Yeah, 12 will do it. He's pretty well convinced already, and he lays down on the bed. It's like, and now what?
Now is where our tastes get a little bit more dark.
This is where the fun begins.
Do you consent?
I'm here, aren't I? What am I consenting to? What are you consenting?
I'll begin to tie his hands to the bedposts.
He's down for it. He takes one hand, you take it up and put it tied up, and he's straight away putting the other one up. He's wide-eyed with anticipation.
Cool. I'll use a bit of the sex rope, and I'll also gag him.
D&D.
I don't know whether we should pan back to the other group or keep with this.
No, it's okay. It's okay.
It's okay? Okay.
Yeah.
Remember, everyone, the safe word is kumquat.
Yeah. You try to put this rope across his mouth. But you see him shaking his head like,
Oh no! Shh, 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 shh. And I'll just like stroke the side of his face. It's okay. This is going to be the night you remember for the rest of your life.
But I don't even know you.
I'm here only to pleasure you.
Deception
And
check.
I'll give him a little boop on the nose.
Deception check.
11?
He's still not convinced. It's like, no.
Okay. Okay. You just lie back. Close your eyes, and it'll all be over shortly.
As you continue talking to him, his breath starts to return to normal.
Shh. I'll just stroke his snout.
And then what?
And then I'm just going to have to go against my original plan, and I'm going to use the bag of holding and just from like the bottom up, just like suck him into it.
From his feet up.
Feet up. It's all I can do. It's...
Okay.
His hands are tied. He can't get away from it.
So you try to slip one foot. You pull out this bag, and he's looking really confused. And as you start to pull up the bag over one of his feet, and you can see it's not working out well for him. He's starting to kick and scream. Make a strength save for me.
Strength. I was hoping for a strength. Be very dexterous and seductive as I do this, but okay.
But he's starting to kick away.
7.
Oh.
As he starts to see that this is not looking good for him, and his legs start flailing. He's trying to.
I
kick
just start
that bag
screaming.
away.
Oh yes! Oh, this is exactly what you need. Just
As we pan back upstairs to the other group. What do you do when you hear this commotion downstairs going on?
Sounds like Finner's having a good time, Gary.
It does indeed.
Should we rescue him from himself?
He might be pissed.
Well, when have we cared about that before, ever?
Look, it wouldn't hurt to at least be closer to it if it goes inevitably pear-shaped.
Yeah, okay, let's hop to it.
Who the hell are you guys?
We're the CDA! The Candlekeep Detective Agency, and I'm second in charge, and we need to go save our boss because we would really like to get paid someday. And he promises it's going to eventuate.
You're the assistant to the regional manager.
Yay! It's a complicated hierarchy.
This is detective work.
In a roundabout fashion, yeah.
I'd like to know now.
Yeah, you can come with us. Come on, let's go.
You make your way downstairs, and you see the one Yuan-Ti at the door, and he looks at you. Bonnie is like, finished already? Was it good?
Yeah,
Did
they
they
didn't
like
really
it?
provide much of a challenge. You know, not very much stamina. Like, but I'm sure you'll be different. Wink.
Well, it's funny you say that. They seem busy in there. There's another
I
spare
know,
room
they
next
sound
door.
like they're having a fantastic time. And look, we brought an additional one each. So, Gary, how about you go and, strip off and join Finry? And I'm going to take Mert here, and we're going to go over here with our lovely new friend.
I pluck a feather from Merc, and as I walk past, just sort of run that down his chest, and then disappear into the Finry room.
This is interesting. Okay, make a persuasion.
I can't do shit at the
I don't
moment.
know.
Jeff.
Oh,
I'm locked out of. I can hear everything that's going on. I can't do anything. You can Jaeger me.
Jaeger you? I can roll for you. That's what you mean by Jaegering?
Yeah.
Okay.
Sorry, it's laughing at Cat's chat.
What's she saying?
Definitely getting my headphones.
She's probably at work.
Yeah. Okay, what did we say? We're going to roll a performance check for you there, Gary. With
Things are starting to come back.
With a 4 with your performance check, having plucked this feather from Merc, you approach this last Yuan-Ti with that feather. He sees it. He looks again at Merc and he grabs your hand as you're about to approach him with his feather. Goes, "Wait a moment. You should be upstairs." And calls out, Jeff, get out here.
Jeff's busy right now.
And with my other hand, then I'll jab him in the guts.
Okay.
There is a dagger. You're gonna have to do it for me. There is a dagger somewhere.
Inventory, dagger, yes. Scorpion sting dagger?
No, I think that's from
Okay.
hacking.
Regular dagger.
Regular dagger into the nads.
I'm gonna
absolutely hits.
I'm gonna cast silence on like the area surrounding like all of us, so the 20-foot sphere around us.
Okay.
I guess, like close enough. Yeah, just to shut everybody so this doesn't make any noise.
That's great.
Okay, great.
Hasha by Yuan-Ti.
Can't cost me spells.
With that, we'll quickly roll some initiative. Get this underway. And that one. You should be able to add yourself to the initiative order now.
Oh.
Jez, you might need to display me for a bit.
Okay.
I don't know what's crashed, but it's taken everything but left the audio and video.
Super weird.
Yeah.
My original
Another
initiative,
fabulously high roll
No.
for myself.
I rolled initiative before the initiative tracker started. I rolled a 20.
Okay. Course you did. Course you did. Okay, so we're just going to use the inside. I'm going to drag you all into the roof of this place just to give us some confines to work with. Merrick, you're not on the map. Let me add you to the map.
Where's the Yuan-Ti that I'm currently straddling?
Oh. That's guys here. And that one is there. And good to go. Okay, so presently Finry and Yuan-Ti Jeff are trapped in this room, or shut in this room. Other Yuan-Ti here surrounded by Bonnie and Gary, with Merc nearby, is having none of it. So that was a hit to that guy of 6. Oops. Which brings us to combat starting. Go. Finry, I'm not sure if you're in this combat just yet. You are still locked in the room with Jeff. We haven't got to Jeff yet. But it's up to you if you want to be disturbed by what's going on or try and stay the course here.
Oh, I'm still trying to get Jeff into this bag. I'll definitely if Jeff is still struggling to not get into this bag, I will do whatever is in my power to get Jeff in the bag.
Okay.
And that would definitely include stabbing him with my psychic blade. And would I have advantage because he's currently restrained?
Absolutely. Yes, you can stab away at advantage.
My 20-foot sphere was centered on the Yuan-Ti at like in front of us, outside the door.
Okay.
So in case, just for reference for how far
10-foot
out.
sphere.
So, Finry, like, if any like noise was inside the room where you guys are, that'd cover that, wouldn't it?
Yeah, that looks like a 10-foot radius.
Is it 20-foot
It's
radius?
20-foot
It's
radius.
Yeah,
radius,
it'd probably cover
20-foot
that.
radius.
Pretty big.
Yeah, so yeah, that would cover that. So I rolled a 22 to hit with
Oops.
23 points of damage,
Yeah. That
and
guy-
then just continue just like putting Jeff in the bag. Like, shh, go to sleep, go to sleep, go to sleep.
What's going on here? Okay. You continue to try. So you lay down into him with your psychic blade, and you had to let go of the bag of holding for a moment there while you laid into him with the dagger. He's gone a bit more subdued, and you managed to sneak the bag up one leg, and while he's still kind of recovering, grab his other leg and put it up to his knees in the bag of holding. Merc, you are up.
Gosh. I can't cast anything. Can I look around for anywhere that I might find my stuff, like my scythe or in a bag or whatever?
Make a perception check or an investigation check, your choice.
18.
With your 18, you look around up and down this corridor here with the room of Finnery is directly across from where you are. It's pretty clear. You don't see anything of substance that looks like anything you recognize up and down that corridor.
Okay.
Is there a room that's sort of nearby, or like any that closed rooms or anything I could open the door and look in?
So there is a room up here and the room that Finnery and Jeff are in.
Okay. I'm just gonna kind of, they're dealing with this Yuan-Ti. I'm gonna go slink off and look at that door if I could.
Okay. Give him. Yeah.
Just move this guy over
Yeah.
here. Or was it 30? Yeah.
Okay. You managed to open the door with your action, and then we'll stop that there.
Yep.
Brings us to. Who's that? The feather Yuan-Ti, the one you tried to give the seduction with the feather, Gary. And he's having none of that, and he will. I get the sheet up. Straight away, reach out very scimitar and try and slice. You know, he's holding your hand with one arm, grab the other sword, his scimitar with the other hand, and just slice at you.
He disappeared.
Oh, he's gone. Well, anyway, he's going to get creamed in a second.
Roll Luca.
There's a natural 20 hit mark. Yes, it does. Okay, fantastic.
Oh, poor Mark.
Critical hit. For a whopping 5 points of slashing damage off Gary there. And we are then going to attack again with the same scythe. I have too many windows open. Where's it gone?
Mark,
Get
you
the
just
butt
got hit.
handed to you.
You
I'm
just got critical hitted.
For a 19 to hit. Mark, does a 19 hit? Yes.
It does.
It does. For a whopping 3 points of damage.
To double to 6.
No, the previous one was already doubled to something minuscule. Cool.
Yeah, thanks for that.
That ends his turn. Brings us to Bonnie. You are up.
Okay, because there's this sphere of silence and all of my spells are verbal, I just have to stab a bitch. Thanks, Merc. You're the worst.
Yes, a 19 hits.
But I didn't roll anything.
Sorry. That's
Oh, that was
me.
Gary.
Myself into initiative.
Oh, okay. Got it.
I'm back now. I've got control.
Oh, you weren't in initiative. Okay.
15?
15 hits.
Ah! That's pretty good. That's a 10.
Whew, 10 points of damage. That'll happen.
Ooh. Oh, I'm a dickhead. I should have gone around the other side. If I move, do I get an opportunity to attack or not because he's engaged with Gary?
You won't get an opportunity attack because that character is not moving. No, you won't get the opportunity attack there. Does that end your turn?
No. I meant if I took an opportunity attack, if I just wanted to sidle around to the
If
back.
you don't leave it space.
Yeah.
Should be alright.
And it was engaged with you too.
Oh, yeah, right, because you're still like engaged with the Inozo. You're running away. Yep.
No,
That
I was
is
just moving
cool.
around the back
Yep.
to flank.
Yep, cool. Gary, we'll sneak you in there and have a turn, and then we'll carry on to the rest of the order.
Now you have advantage, Gary.
Gary's going to do what he does best. Hit a girl.
Oh,
was
these
a
are
boy.
guys, man. These are guys.
Oh, are they? Okay.
Yeah.
22 to hit.
Yes.
4 damage. And again. So it was 9 points of damage for a 21 to hit again.
Yes.
Roll damage. And you know what, DM? You know what?
Yeah, I know what. Bring it.
You know what? flurry of blows. So we'll drop 2 more into there for a 26 to hit.
26, absolutely.
For 6 points of damage, and we'll turn that into Stunning Strike for DC 14 con. While I find the widget.
13. Shit. Fails. He's now stunned.
And the final hit comes through. Nope, I'll have to roll that again with advantage.
No, you won't.
No, okay.
Okay, but both of those hit. Just pick one and roll with it.
I will punch this dude in the junk so hard that it goes inside.
After laying into this guy, he's not receptive to the feather treatment. You just smash him with fists to the face, fists to the torso, and manage to round it out with one uppercut to the junk, and he just folds in half and collapses to the ground.
We could have been friends. We could have been lovers. You
He
turned
can't
it
even
down.
speak. He just ends his life with
Yeah,
So hard in the nuts that you die.
Guys in silence.
Dies in silence too, because there's a spirit.
which brings us to Jeff. Jeff is still restrained by his wrists. What can Jeff do whilst he's restrained? He looks
Fuck
at you.
all.
He looks at you. He's like, "No!" And you see him again open his jaw quite wide, and these big fangs flick out. And as they flick out, this liquid comes flying out at you. The spray comes out at you. And I would like you to make a con save.
I thought the liquid came later.
Shut up! I knew that was coming. I had to try and change what I was saying.
6.
You please take 6 poison damage.
6. 6, as the Kiwi say. 6. Cool.
Which brings us back to you, Finry.
After being sprayed prematurely by this Jeff, I'm like, right, okay, this is much harder than I thought it was going to be, but it's okay, and stab again with advantage.
Let's have it. He can see this blade coming. He's just can't say anything because of the silence.
25 to hit.
Absolutely.
Another 23 points of damage.
Oh my god, 23? Oh yeah, first one. I see that.
That's
You
the
get
top
sneak
one.
attack when you have advantage.
I do get sneak attack when I have advantage. If I have advantage
Yeah.
on the roll, I get sneak attack.
That's super cool.
That's the way sneak attack always works, though.
Well, clearly I don't pay late rogues.
How do you do this?
As he spits at me, I just like wipe it off my face, and I'm just like, I thought you were different, Jeff. And I cut his throat.
He just bleeds out in silence.
And I just take the bag back, and there's no work bin, put it in my bag, tie it to my hip. I walk over to the door, open it up, and just be like, the snakes aren't worth it. Their snakes really aren't worth it.
Are you talking to your head or out loud?
No, to everybody in front of
Yeah,
me.
so you can't, we don't hear what you're saying. It's just your mouth going, "Rah, rah, rah, rah."
Wah, 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 wah.
I talk
And you
to
just see
Finry
one.
inside the head going, "Hey Finry, I recruited a new member."
Oh, cool. Did he pay his dues? He needs to pay us to join now. It's a new
We're not
structure.
doing that. No.
No.
you're not, no.
No. I think that would work. He should pay us to work for us to start with, and then we pay him eventually if he improves.
Finry, You're being a cunt. No.
Hey.
Someone
What?
finally called him on it.
What Finnery gives, he can very much take away.
You haven't given anything.
I paid you eventually, like a couple of sessions ago.
Uh-huh. Merc, here, boy.
I'm opening the door, I guess.
But it's nothing. It's just like,
You open the door and give me a perception check as you look around. What you see is just a small writing desk. You see a wardrobe or a cupboard in the corner.
he sees dick, is what he said.
Awesome.
I was going to say, in any case, you do see the large scythe that you recognize propped against the wall.
Hey. I go and retrieve my scythe.
The rest of your belongings are in whatever bag you carried them in at the foot of that scythe.
Awesome. Alright, I'll grab them and return and see if the combat is finished.
I'm gonna like mime to you, going like no sound. Fix it. Thanks.
You see a very disheveled looking halfling with flaming red hair. He's not too bad looking if he wasn't poisoned and covered in blood. Wearing leather armor, this psychic blade like just protruding from his fist currently. He just looks at you. He's like, "You're the newbie?"
Yes. Did the sex party go okay?
Well, I'm covered in a lot of I've covered in a lot of fluids that aren't my own, so I'd say yes.
Very well.
Welcome to the CDA. My assistant manager has pointed out that I shouldn't judge you yet. Although, there will be a little bit skimming because I assume you've been rescued from somewhere.
There's the rescue fee.
There is the rescue fee. But you will get paid. What do you know? Oh, sorry. Sorry. There's bit of poison in my mouth from rescuing you.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, a lot of poison. Very salty. And pineapple for some reason.
Don't you worry. I'll make sure you get paid.
What were you doing here?
I don't quite remember. I was traveling through the area, and I was beset by a number of these Yuan-Ti, and I woke up in my cell.
They didn't eat you. That's a good start.
Do I remember anything?
I think what you said was spot on, but what you've been hearing outside the door of where you've been kept is these Yuan-Ti threatening to take the Gripley and Yuan-Ti in the rooms next to you off to the temple to sacrifice to a god.
Yes, I believe what was in store for me was some form of unholy sacrifice to one of their false idols. So, yes, I would like to participate in either getting out of here or removing said idol.
What was the name of the idol?
Do I recall?
You heard the name a few times. This reference to Seth.
Fucking Seth Green.
Yes, Seth, I believe.
And what we know from our previous investigations, we knew that there was a possibility of something scaled and very large and angry that was up here.
You asking me?
Yes, dear.
Yeah.
Was that
You
the
remember
image?
something being called the Scaled Mother.
Scaled mother named Seth. Well, the CDA is a very progressive organization, and okay. Well, I reckon we should probably stop this because we don't get paid unless we get the Gripley's their village back.
Well, they just want crabs.
Well, if they want crabs, shit. Like, I'm pretty sure some of the people in the party, not me, definitely have crabs. So
I think probably what they'd prefer is an ongoing supply of trade. Like if we wanted to try and pull a fast one, we could go and, get some crabs and just deliver them back like a takeout service, I guess. But we probably should do the right thing.
It's the librarian at the Candlekeep Library.
Yeah, I don't think we're going to get away with that.
Yeah.
no, like we don't like.
I'm fairly sure we don't pay rent.
CDA, when do we ever take the easy route? Both of you have been with me for a while now, and you've stuck through the hard times where you didn't get paid anything at all.
Oh, and got acid to the face.
Exactly. Well, acid, blood, poison, semen, whatever on the face. It's all part of being part of the CDA. And, we've come this far, and I think we can go a bit further. Probably after we have a nap, though, because I don't know about you guys.
Oh, yeah, I got my ass handed to me.
Yeah. I was going to say Bonnie as my second in command, possibly.
Hey,
Possibly. I said possibly, Gary. I said
you,
possibly.
Fuck you.
Possibly. Gary, you're a strong contender, mostly because you're a strong contender in the ring against anything you go up against. So,
you and me, boy.
You're gonna hit him. Sorry.
No, we should definitely not fight one another. That will definitely hurt your chances.
Okay.
Do you think it's safe to rest here, or are we better off GTFO?
I don't know.
Smaller mud hut.
Bonnie, Merc, do you have anything that could, shelter us for a little bit so we could have a bit of a rest?
Nope.
I have a spell that would do a long rest, definitely, but that is probably a little bit too long. But we could make it work for as long as we need.
Well, what if we all, go into a room and we just pretend like nothing's there and we just lock the door and we try and rest?
Let's go in the room with the bucket.
No, out of character, he has Liamon's tiny hut as a spell.
Just lost for like 8 hours.
Yeah.
So is that's enough time for us all to have a long rest? Well,
would you like to have a sleep, or would you just like to have a quick snack?
I'm not so much worried about myself, but I know Gary and Bonnie rely on certain, attributes of theirs to, do certain things. I don't know about you, Merc, but
I just key pointed myself into oblivion.
And I prefer, we go in, heavy-handed into this temple, especially if we're going to verse something called a Scaled Mother. I mean, there's only so much sex appeal that can work in a session, so...
Well, I am pretty beat. I don't know what time of day it is, but I could set up my small sanctuary and we could all have a rest.
What time of day is it, DM?
It's probably approaching mid to late afternoon.
Could 8 hours could mean that we can attack or be a little bit more stealthy at night.
Ooh, when snakes are sluggish when it's cold.
That's true. That's
The
true.
night is
Well,
colder than day.
that's also very true. Bonnie, you get some hard candy that is in this bag of holding. Here's some hard
Ah!
candy.
And then I pick up like a hag hair. I'll save this for later.
Okay. Well, do we want to get a little bit closer to the temple before then, or is the temple close to where we are, DM? Or
You're unsure. You're not quite sure how far away it is. You know there is a path that leads to it. As you can see, as you've seen a path leading up away from the village, but it's unclear how far away it is.
Did I, and just from hearing them speak, did I hear them mention anything about how far away it was? If I could comprehend that kind of thing.
In what you heard them talk about, it they never mentioned like a long journey to get there.
Or direction?
Close.
I think to be on the safe side, we should probably just stay here because right now we know there are no snakes here, but we don't really know where the snakes are that are not right here.
How does Leoman's tiny hut work? Is that
Well, it would be a semi-sphere that is impenetrable from anyone outside of it, and it can it can be any color I want it to be, and we can just stay in it for 8 hours rest.
so? It is visible.
It is visible. You cannot see inside. It's just opaque.
how trustworthy does this Merc character seem, DM?
Make an insight check.
Insight. There we go. That's a natural 20 for a 21 all up.
Merc, are you being completely honest with what's going on?
Yeah. So I don't know where the place is, and I think it sounds like not too far away. And everything I'm reciting about the spell is correct as far as I know. And yeah, my intentions are to help you guys destroy this false idol.
Well,
Yeah, pretty honest.
well, Merc, as long as you're not gonna, try and wear our skin or anything, I think we should probably bed down.
Should we
Maybe even here.
investigate this place and see if we find any
I-
juicy info?
I think looking at yourself, Gary and Bonnie, like Gary, you're a physical specimen, like all the time, fine physical specimen, but you look ragged as shit. And Bonnie,
My knuckles are all bloodied.
you're bleeding from what I assume is probably every orifice.
I got shot twice by arrows.
Yes. I think we should probably.
And I
bunk
pull up my
down.
shirt a little bit. See
Yeah,
here?
no. I can see it. I can see it.
And there's blood trickling down.
I don't need to. I don't need to say it. I know. I can.
Oh, I wonder what organ that is.
Let's pop it back in.
Well, I might go about setting up the hut. When it is set up, you will be able to pass freely through it.
Do we want to do it here, or do we want to try and make it camouflaged up against one of the other huts?
I'm just a bit worried that here seems to be a bit of a gathering spot. We've had 6 Yuan-Ti, 2 out the front, 4 inside. Someone might come looking for Jeff. Fucking Jeff.
Well,
He might have family.
It was really bad. His penis was also a snake.
Well, before we move out, I'm gonna take. I can't help myself. I'm gonna go in there to where Jeff is, and I'm just because he was splayed to the bed. I'm just gonna take some of his blood, and I'm just gonna draw a penis on the wall above the bed, just and then an unhappy face. Yeah, and I hope that kind of communicates that he was bad in bed.
Oh my god! As you go into the room and then you just see blood pooled everywhere. The whole bed is soaked in it, and to get some nice wet, like thick blood on your finger, you actually have to dab into the slice in his neck to get enough to draw your masterpiece.
I don't really have any problems with that.
Fantastic.
It's just like clinical, he's dead. It's a work of art, so I'm not looking at it like a corpse. I'm just like, this is just a tool to get to the art piece that I've pictured in my mind.
Fantastic.
CDA's literal psychopaths.
After I'm done, I'm going to use prestidigitation on my hand to clean it.
Fantastic. Okay, so you're all staying inside the hut, inside a tiny hut, inside this hut?
I think
one of the smaller huts.
we're gonna go somewhere where we can kind of disguise the hut a little bit better than in the middle of this hut.
I think we would go inside one of the smaller huts and erect it
Okay.
right next
What
to
we
the
could do-
door, so they couldn't open the door if it's impenetrable.
We could go into the brush, possibly, and like just cover it with some matter. And our new friend here said that he could make it like any kind of color, so you could kind of like blend it in, make it look dramatic, or make it look like
we could just go like up
Nope.
to one of the dunes or something like that and make it.
just chuck some sand on it.
Yeah, or just don't even need to chuck sand on it. It can just literally just look like sand.
DM, was there enough woodland? Like, I'd say
I
to
was
the
going to
north.
say, when you're coming into this larger hut, you notice off to like the northeast there was an edge of a woodland there, as well as a small opening where you could see a stream running, coming out of those woods.
Yeah, let's go stick it there.
Yes, I wouldn't mind getting out of this hut myself, so I'll go outside and have a look to see if there's any locations that would look good.
Yeah, I'll cover our backs and I immediately go and investigate the hut for treasure.
Okay, so I haven't got a map for the woods, but that's okay. You can set up a hut wherever. Finnery, you can give me a investigation check.
Can I help him?
Sure.
Yeah. Oh, sorry, I said I was going to.
Well, that's a 22, but I'll roll again if I'm getting help. So 22.
This area, because since you've already looked through things upstairs and you've been in one of the rooms, the main area on this bottom floor is very simple. It almost looks like it's just a gathering place for some kind of ceremonial type work or religious activity. In the center, you've got this small pool directly underneath the opening in the ceiling, and surrounding that is a number of curved benches. It is sparse. It is very empty.
And the upstairs part, the prisoners, is there like windows in the doors or?
There's small windows in the doors. You're able to see in there. The one obviously you opened with Mark is empty now. You found the one next to that which has a bucket of water. I'm not sure if you opened the next one or not, door number 2. You must have.
No, I think they opened up Merc's room and then it
And one
cut
more.
to.
It was. We opened them all, I think.
I think you opened them all, and a couple of Gripley and some other Yuan-Ti escaped. So apart from the bucket of water, those 4 cells are empty. There's a couple of old wooden plates and things and some scraps of food, but that's it. It is empty.
And the Yuan-Ti don't have anything on them.
Not apart from their primitive weapons, no. Scimitar and a bow.
Bonnie would probably go back and check the bucket of water. 1, because it's odd, and 2, because she has this penchant for tasting strange bodies of water.
Fantastic.
So, gotta play to the character and go and investigate that last thing that'd be like tugging in her head.
Okay.
It's tugging at mine as well. It just seems like an odd thing to.
Okay.
You know.
You head upstairs, Bonnie,
Just gotta check this one thing, guys. It'll just be real quick.
and head straight to that room with that one
Pretty
bucket
sure
of water.
it's piss. Pretty sure it's
Well,
piss.
you know, it wouldn't have been the worst thing that I've ever drunk, so it's fine.
Do you have a taste?
Well, like, I'm gonna look at it first. What does
Mhm.
it look like?
Given the limited light in the room and the setting sun, It's hard to tell what its true color is. It looks quite dark, but as would really anything in the light you're looking at right now.
I can purify it for you if you like.
Well, I don't know what it is yet. Can I sniff it?
Absolutely. You sniff it.
Oh, I can. What can I do? I instantly light. Oh, I can light something. Is there anything flammable around?
Prestidigitation.
The bucket itself.
No, I don't want to light that on fire.
You can make.
Oh, can I
lights.
make light in my hand, like a fire in my hand,
It'll just-
for
Sure.
prestidigitation? Okay, and I hold it over. What does it look like?
This looks like a pretty clear liquid. It doesn't. It's not like it's a thick, oily thing or a.
And it doesn't look like pee.
It's hard to tell.
It doesn't
Oh, I'm
smell.
gonna taste it.
You're gonna go straight in and have a go. Have a taste.
Yeah.
Okay. You get the bucket. You just scoop it up with your hands and have a drink straight away.
Well, I
without
just
too-
dip my fingers in because that's
Dip
what
your
I did with
fingers
the bath water where the lady was.
Okay. It doesn't do anything to your fingers, but as soon as you taste it, you know that's come from some creature. That is not something that should be drunk. And you start spluttering and gagging. As that's definitely the pee of either a frog or a snake or some kind of creature that's previously inhabited this room.
How was the body?
I've got an empty vial. Bear with me. This is not for me to drink later. I'm gonna scoop some up into a vial and put the cork on and pop it like in my pocket.
Gary hears in his head, she's definitely going to drink that later.
Okay, I'm done. It's investigated.
Cool.
Was it water?
So you all make your way up through
I
the
guess.
woods.
Did you satisfy your curiosity?
Oh yeah. Mm-hmm.
Cool.
All right, let's let's go get some rest, and we should probably, release the Griplies that are in these cages. They're probably going to run away, but if we can convince them to back us up, cannon fodder isn't a bad thing.
Can I give one of the locked up Griplies some of my pocket bacon?
I thought they ran.
They all bolted.
Did they go? They
No,
said
in the small huts, in the smaller huts, you said there was some Gripley in the
Oh, they're
smaller
all.
huts.
Sorry, you're looking at the huts. Yes, there's a couple in there, and a few of them that are looking rather terrified, frightened, and just not moving very far at all.
It's all right. It's all right. The CDA is going to free you. And remember that. The CDA, the Candlekeep Detective Agency. This is our card. Remember that.
Okay. Thank you. I think it. She reaches out. This older woman, like an older gripply kind of creature, and takes whatever you offered her, Bonnie. Not quite sure what it is. This creature has never experienced
it.
bacon before.
Eat.
She has a smell. Has a nibble. And then the senses light up and she just demolishes that bacon straight away. She says, "Who are you? Where?"
I just told you.
Sorry, but you're right, but where, any more of that? Whatever that is. Do you have more?
Oh yeah.
More.
Here you go.
More. And she just,
Now,
again,
where-
demolishes that one.
Where can we find Seth?
You see her sort of cower at that name. And she points.
You don't
into
like
the woods.
Seth, do you?
The Yuan-Ti, they're doing something up in the temple they shouldn't be. They should leave. They should leave.
We're here to take care of that. But where is it? Where's the temple?
To the north. Near the old village. Just follow the river. And she turns and runs back, heads back towards the far corner of the hut where her hanging bed, like hammock, rests.
If we release your people, will you stand with us to stop the release or whatever the Yuan-Ti are doing with Seth?
Viva la revolution.
We are few in numbers here. Only those that couldn't make the first escape remain. As much as we would like to stand against the Yuan-Ti, I don't think enough of us have the strength left to do so.
So I hear a bunch of volunteers for Wave 1.
So So
Have
Finn,
you heard
how
the
she's
word the
like
fin?
a little old lady? Little old ladies generally not so good in combat.
Oh, sorry. I thought. No, I'm not. I won't say that out loud. No, I thought. We could inspire all of these Gripleys, release them, inspire them to help us. Considering there's, now 4 of us against however many Yuan-Ti and whatever Seth is.
That's a dick. That's what he is. She.
She's a dick. She's literally just a dick. One eye.
Do you guys happen to drink any alcohol at all? I asked the old frog lady.
Don't even know what that is.
Do you ferment any sugary fruits, berries, grains?
We have on occasion a celebration that kind of drink that's not often done.
Like a moonshine, something with a really high alcohol content.
What happens when you
it
leave?
Burns. We don't
Crab
drink it often.
guts.
All right, that's what we want. Do we have any glass? Do you have any glass or earthenware?
Why? And she turns and finds an old kind of clay cup. She passes to you.
Yeah, more of these would be great.
What's
Hey, Finry,
happened?
how do you feel about Molotov cocktails?
I love it.
Okay.
They are Gary's jam.
She
Because
says,
that would even the numbers game.
I only have the 2, and I need one for myself.
Okay.
Yep. I reached through the bars. I grabbed both of them. Yep, of course.
Well, would there be other houses? Houses? Anywhere else?
As you can see, there are a number of our houses around, but I beg you, just leave them be. We don't want any trouble. We don't want to rouse any more attention our way.
And that is why you are stuck now. You don't. Oh, you know what? Free them, and I'm gonna start picking the lock on the thing. I'm like, if you knew how to take care of yourselves, the auntie never would have would have come and destroyed your way of life.
We're not a race of warriors. We're not a people of combat here. We are but simple farmers.
Even simple farmers know how to rise up and protect what's theirs.
I've had no need to in the past. But
Okay, well,
I appreciate your saying that these things happen and we were caught off guard, and when Pond Mother returns, I will absolutely let her know what you've said, and perhaps we should form an
she's
army.
not coming back. She sent us to
You've
come
met
and
the
fix
Pond
this.
Mother.
Yes.
Is she safe?
Yes.
And she sent us to save you all.
Then save us, I beg you.
Well, give me your earthen jars then.
I did. You've got a cup. This is all I
All
have.
of them. We free you. You free the
You
rest
have
of
like
the
a
people in the
general
house.
frog store or something.
General Frog Store.
Seriously, you should know how to take down giant crabs to farm. You should know how to take care of a couple of friggin' snake people.
She looks back at you, Bonnie, and just says, "This one has attitude. I don't think I like that. But the cups that we just use for drinking water out of.
I know.
You might find some in some of the other huts around, but
I
if
promise
I give
I
you
won't
mine,
take. Okay, you can keep yours. I promise that I won't take anything else other than what we can reasonably use as ammunition, and I'll leave the rest of the cups where they are.
she looks around, and you follow where she's looking. There's not much in the way of what's there.
Yeah, I kind of was more thinking in places that weren't directly where we are.
Oh,
because there's a number of different huts. So
Yeah.
I tell you what, old lady,
Yes.
you rally your Yuan-Ti friends. We got pretty fucked up back there. You gather as much of the boozy stuff as you can, and we'll meet you back here.
But here's the thing, young sir, that you may see on your way up to the old village, a place we call the Brood Pools. This is where our young exists here, and that's where they spawn and where they hatch.
If they held your babies hostage.
They eat them.
What?
The Yuan-Ti eats them from the egg.
Finry, we need to fix that. We don't murder babies.
Well, that would explain why there's no fighting-aged frog people here.
We died.
They die before they get to fighting age.
Exactly.
I fear that if I even leave my hut here, that they'll eat more of them as punishment if I'm seen. I'm not as swift as I once was.
Yes.
Bonnie now needs to has this internal drive. She needs to go and rescue the frog babies. I don't even care about the temple anymore. I'm just gonna go rescue the frog babies.
Seems like these people just need saving. Simple as that.
And, well, if we help you, you help us. We will rescue your young. If you provide us with this liquid that is highly flammable, we will go and rescue your young. And when we return, you have stock for this.
You'll
So
save
that
them?
we can...
Yeah,
Of course! Of course!
There's too many of them. There's too many of them.
Have you met Gary? He takes like 1 out of fucking round. It's fucking insane.
No, wait. How many is too many? I mean,
There's
I'm
10 of them.
I'm good, but I'm not like hundreds of them good.
Gary, it's both of us. It's both of us. And Bonnie
And I'm
Merc.
and we could do a whole heap of damage. Just rough. How many hands worth of?
And if you look at her, she pulls out 2 hands, and they've got 3 frog things on each of them, and she's like, sometimes 2, sometimes 10. Depends.
You know
on
what?
So, two hands, 10 hands.
Sometimes 2 Yuan-Ti there.
Okay.
You know what? Numbers haven't mattered to the CDA before, and they sure as shit don't matter now.
That's not true. They do matter when we get paid.
Bonnie, yeah. Well,
They-
when we get paid, you only get paid if you turn up.
They
on
they
the
also
session,
matter
so they
from
pay
these
people.
things called HP. That
Well,
Well,
key point.
okay. Well, I do the rogue shit and I scout ahead and stuff. You do the punchy shit, Gary. Bonnie, you can do some healing and some
drink weird shit.
inspiration stuff.
a little bit of
Merc, what's your deal? What do you do?
I can do a fair amount of healing and ancillary kind of spells, utility. Not too much in the way of attacking, but
You have a giant fuck off scythe. What the hell do you use it for?
but this is a holy symbol of the Raven Queen.
Okay,
do you
cool.
not
cool.
use it for fighting?
I'm just not very strong.
It's intimidating as
It speaks for itself.
So all up. Okay.
Hey, wait! It speaks for itself. If we just acquired another player with a goddamn magical weapon that talks,
Do you use it as like a walking stick, or
You are climbing quite a steep incline. And
and then just brandish
with
menacingly?
locomotion, indeed.
Yeah.
DM. How much? So spending the amount of time that Trinity has at Candlekeep, how much would he know of Merc's race of people, the bird people?
Not a whole lot, I don't think. I don't think you've seen a lot of Kanku in your time at Candlekeep. But the sight of Merc does trigger some kind of memory.
And what is that memory?
I was saving this for later, but for right now, let's just dig into it. You can see a resemblance to something you've seen before. Oh shit, what is it called?
Is it the bird people we met at that fucking haunted house?
That's the one. Merc looks like
A were-raven.
a larger version of a were-raven. You can see a lot of resemblance.
But I look larger than a were-raven.
You're
Or the were-raven was larger.
You're a larger version of what a were-raven would be.
Hey, I am thinking back on this. I just look at Merc and I'm just like, I get right up in his face and I'm like, do you turn into a person or?
I possess no transmutability skills at all. No.
Insight check.
Can roll an insight check.
Another natural 20. Shit.
I can't transform into
Okay.
Are you okay?
I just feel very lucky tonight for some reason. I don't know why. Holy shit.
I feel like he has looked at my soul.
I know you're insane now, Merc. And that's what counts.
If you've
Straight
seen
away.
Phil, perhaps we could set up a small lodging for us to
That sounds grand.
and we could chat some more, perhaps.
Exactly, yes. And Finry thinks to himself and asks the DM the question, as a Kenku, does Merc have a cloaca?
You just can't tell. That's something you're going to have to ask Merc yourself.
Oh, show that for later.
Yeah.
I have thought that myself too.
Oh god.
It says in the source material that they evolved from like avians, so it would stand to reason that they did. They wouldn't suddenly just evolve mammalian
Buttholes.
genitalia and buttholes and stuff. But yeah. There you go. Evolutionarily speaking.
The deep question.
The old Gripley there looks around the room again, heads over to a small cupboard and pulls out like a sake-size bottle this big. And she takes it over to you guys and she says, "This is all I have of that. It's precious, it's almost sacred to us. But if it will help you to save our young ones, take it."
We'll make it count.
Yes, we'll do what we can with it. You should try to spend the afternoon freeing the rest of your people from their cages. And remember, this CDA helped here.
I will do what I can to spread word that help has arrived.
Just don't go into the main building. The CDA is
yeah,
not
no.
responsible for cleanup.
It will need to be burned.
Yeah.
What has happened there? I believe.
Certainly don't let the younglings near it. Yeah.
That's where the Yuan-Ti have been establishing themselves. I guarantee you I won't be going near that place until Pond Mother's return.
Yeah, they throw some wild parties.
Okay.
They're crazy.
Interesting. Okay. Well, I'm not sure if you want to try and save our young ones now, but that would be sooner the better. No time like the present. It's just it's not far.
We do need to rest. We've had quite the ordeal today so far.
I pull
But-
up my shirt. See?
Oh,
Arrow holes.
that
Yep.
looks pretty- yeah, you should
Sorry,
get that looked at.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've got some
It's
fishing line
highly-
here if you want me to sew that up.
Sure.
It should
That
probably
sounds great.
remove the arrow before you sew it up.
And you see her take out like this fairly long and curved, rusted like fish hook. It's fairly large and chunky because they catch crabs, not fish.
Well, you know what? Maybe
Finnery
I'll
is
take
gone.
apart, like I'm not super up to date on the whole tetanus front, so I might give this one a miss.
Are you sure?
Yeah, I just see, and I rub my hands together, Mr. Miyagi style, and then do this and cast like a healing spell on
Oh.
myself.
Oh my god,
See,
that's
all better.
amazing. Wow, you should have done that in the first place.
Yeah, probably should have.
Yeah.
But I was saving my spell slots in case there are more Yuan-Ti.
I'm not sure what you're talking about, but
All right, nap time.
Finnery walks over to a spot and he leads Merc by the hand. Finnery then trots around in a circle 3 times, sits down and falls asleep.
I think he wants it there.
I'm collecting that indeed. Yes, I will go about setting up Leomund's tiny hut in the 10-foot radius of where Finnery has set himself.
Gary, get over here.
Gary immediately follows.
Okay.
Where are we in just the marshland somewhere?
yeah, I'll put you
Finnery
guys.
would have picked a spot that was out of the way a little bit, but close enough that you could still see the village and the path to the temple and stuff. So, yeah.
I'm gonna
Yeah,
put you guys just kind of up in this top right corner.
Cool.
Yeah, I'll just make it brown, green stuff, and if anybody, once the spell is complete, because everyone has to stay inside it, if anybody wants to add any more camouflage, you're welcome to do that.
As soon as the hut is up and we're all enclosed within it, Finnery lets out the nastiest fart.
Henry! I cast prestidigitation.
You see Finnery just I never thought prestidigitation could be used to clean one's own ass.
Says it can remove an odor. So.
It can soil and unsoil things too, so yeah, you can wipe your ass.
Jared!
Actually,
I am not offering that service. Everyone can wipe their own buttholes, thank you.
Sparkly clean.
I'm just thinking how useful that would be as all of us here are parents. Holy crap.
Just
Just
done.
Done.
Amazing. And on that fantastic note, we will end our session there as you all find yourselves on the other end of a long rest.
Woo!
Bonnie cleaning Finnery's butt.
Oh dear. Oh dear.
Awesome.
That went a few directions I really wasn't expecting it to go tonight.
Welcome
Does-
to DM life.
Oh my god.
Doesn't it always, though?
Oh my god. It's like these things are so on rails, and yet, no. Really learning this the hard way.
I'm fairly sure Sex Party didn't rate the official guide, right?
There's no heading for that one, no.
If the players insist upon a sex party, do it.
I should have seen it coming with all the chat messages through the week.
It seems like a valid technique with the Yuan-Ti. I can see
Yeah.
it happening a lot.
They literally just
They-
were
They are DT feet. DT.
Yeah.
Well, those guys weren't seeing much activity. It had been a while.
Hey. The guy that I tied up definitely got penetrated. Okay, so he has nothing to complain about.
Oh my god, not anymore, he can't even speak. Alright, we'll leave it there. Chat, thanks for joining us. Thanks for another amazing, crazy session, team.
Next time, are we going after Seth or the brood pools?
We have
Oh,
to go to
I
the
wanna see the
brood
babies.
pools. We have to save the frog babies. Because we can get double paid. We can get paid for taking the job and then rescuing the children. Because that wasn't specified in the job description. Just saying.
Bonus pay.
Bonus pay. Well, you've got a few threads to follow at your leisure, and we'll see where that picks us up and where it takes us next time, and whenever that next time might be. Hopefully, not in the too far distant future. So, thanks for joining us, everyone. We'll see you next time.
Woo!
Bye.
Bye, everybody.
Bye.